Hi YouTube, this is Care Bear. I am um, checking in with you guys. It's been a couple of weeks and I've really been falling down on my job of posting a video every week, and I'm seeming to get one up every other week or so. Today, or as of yesterday rather, I'm 13 weeks post-op, and I just wanted to kind of give you guys, fill in with what's going on with me and how I'm doing and stuff. And I'm feeling really, really, really good. I've gotten to a point now. Okay, uh, last Monday, so a week ago yesterday, I had my 12-week checkup, and Kelly, the nurse practitioner at my surgeon's office, okayed me to lifted all restrictions on my diet. So as long as I can tolerate it, I can have it. One thing that I'm still not having at all is soda, and I think I have talked about this before, that I've never really been, a really big soda drinker. I'd much rather have tea or something like that. So it's not really a big, um, a big thing, a big, um, I don't know why I can't think of the word. I'm having a brain fart moment. Um, but like, it's not like I'm giving up something that I'm really craving all the time. But it's just something that if there's nothing else to drink, then I would just rather have water. But I am really kind of finding that I really enjoy iced tea, like unsweetened iced tea, and then sweetened with Splenda, which I haven't done very often. Like if I go to, out to eat, or if I go to a restaurant or something like that, and they have drink choices, I would always get like the raspberry iced tea, which was really highly sweetened, or something that is a sweetened tea. And so now it's kind of, I'm really enjoying it when I get a regular tea and then just put Splenda in it. It's been a really good choice for me and an option for me to have, and I'm really enjoying that. So that's really kind of cool. I wanted to share some things with you guys because I found that these last few weeks have really been kind of monumental for me in a few different ways, both on and off the scale. But right now I have lost 58.9 pounds, so I'm almost at 60 pounds down. That's from my surgery. That's actually from my surgery date. I My BMI is now under 30, and I am only categorized as overweight rather than obese or morbidly obese. So, you know, those are the reasons, that affected my decision so highly, was, the overall health. And I see in my life now the choices that I'm making, and, regarding food and outside of food. I'm finding that choices are easier to make for me to be healthy. I'd much rather walk somewhere that's really close, than drive if I can. And it's easier for me. Like today, my husband and I just decided to take an impromptu drive to a local state park to look at the campground area of it. When we got there, they noticed they had an actual trail hike that was a mile long, and we decided, why not? Let's take the kids and go for a hike. We didn't finish, but not because we didn't want to. My 5-year-old was like, I'm bored, I'm hot. We hadn't, it was very impromptu. We were out and about when we decided to go, so she didn't have walking shoes on, and she was in jeans and instead of shorts. So it wasn't the best conditions, but I could have continued on and would have enjoyed doing that, but that's not something that I would have been able to easily do, and it was really a lot of fun. We really enjoyed that time outside and, being in nature, and so that's really, those are really exciting things for me, and I'm really happy about that. I'm trying to think. I know there were other things that I wanted to talk about. I think I'm going to do another shot of my scars, because I think that the last video I did didn't turn out very well. So I'm going to actually try and do it a little bit better this time. But before I do that, let me see if there's anything else. I hate this. I can't think of anything else, and I knew there were other things I wanted to talk about. Just how I'm really enjoying the way I feel physically, and mentally I think I'm in a really good place. knowing that it's only going to get better from here. One of the other things, I was talking to my husband today about how I've been dealing with, um, my inability to eat certain things or whatever. Uh, at my 6 week post-op appointment, I think I had mentioned this also, that the three restrictions I had were corn, rice, and doughy bread, which is, like they explained it, the difference between a corn tortilla and a flour tortilla. I can have a corn tortilla but not flour because it's too gummy. It can swell and stick and cause problems and discomfort and stuff. Um, and then this last Monday, a week ago yesterday, when those were lifted, I tried a couple of things, and rice and corn I am fine with, but breads kind of bother me still. I can have like an English muffin is fine for me. I think that if I toast bread, I'm okay. But it's like I had a tiny quarter sliver of a hamburger the other day, and we had a barbecue, and I decided I was going to try a little bit of the hamburger, and I took a bite of it, and it was one bite, and I don't know whether I didn't chew it enough, although I think I'm really mindful of chewing. It just almost immediately started hurting, and I took little sips of something to try and see if I could ease it down. I don't know whether that was just absolutely the wrong thing to do. Maybe it soaked up the liquid and swelled up or something, but I was really, really uncomfortable, and because it was like one of the first bites I took of the meal, the rest of the meal was kind of ruined for me, and so I didn't, really get to taste the piece of chicken that was barbecued for me and stuff. So that was kind of a bummer. But I was telling my husband, I said, before the surgery, there were things that I had that I looked forward to eating. And like donuts were one of them, and pancakes were another one of them. Like if we were going to go out for breakfast, it was like I wanted pancakes doused in syrup. It was like, I love pancakes. And so we were actually thinking about going to breakfast this morning, and I was thinking, okay, well, what can I have? I could have like an omelet, or I can have, an egg, something, and I could have like side potatoes, or, a meat like sausage or bacon or whatever. Obviously, just little bites of each thing. And then I was thinking, I wonder if pancakes would bother me because sugar also bothers me. And I'm thinking, well, I wonder if I could have it maybe without the syrup. And then I thought, no, it's probably too doughy at this point. So I'm not gonna, not pancakes. What else could I have? And it was like that fleeting moment. It was just a fleeting thought. It was not this, I didn't have a mourning moment for not being able to have pancakes or enjoying them. And it's so great to know that I, because of that immediate consequence, I knew I would either have to choose to tolerate or not have. The choice to not have pancakes was a very easy one. So I was telling my husband today that, like, even though there are moments when I'm like, oh, I do miss the taste of this, or I do miss being able to sit down and really enjoy this, they're very fleeting, and I have not once regretted the decision to have the surgery. And so, and also the last probably 3 or 4 weeks, there were 2 times when I threw up, and I don't know that I mentioned it. It happened right before my last video for the first time, and I didn't get to mention it or talk about it, but I did, and it was like, I think I had just taken a bite of chicken and didn't chew it well enough or something, and it got stuck, and it was like, I think, in my opinion, the anticipation of it was worse than the actual throwing up. I was like fighting it and fighting it and fighting it, and I was having the burps and like the gulping and then the burping, and I don't know if anybody else does that, but it's like I find that I'm like open my throat to try and let like extra air out if that's the case, and I was just really, really, really trying to bypass that throwing up. And finally, when I could tell, like my mouth started salivating and I could tell I was going to throw up, and I went to the bathroom, and it was like, okay, that's all it was. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do not like throwing up at all. I hate throwing up, but it was not what I had anticipated it being. I'm glad I experienced it, and then it's kind of behind me, and I know if it's going to happen again, I kind of know what the signs are. The second time I threw up, I had taken a bite of a taco, and so I don't know whether it was the tortilla that got stuck. It was a very crunchy tortilla, so I don't know what it was. I kind of really don't even know what it was that caused it, but again, it was just that anticipation, like, oh, I think I can feel something stuck. And even after I threw everything up, I still felt like I was like needing to gag, like something was still actually stuck. So maybe that was the difference, was that it wasn't like, um, it wasn't the food that I had eaten that was in my stomach so much as it was something that was stuck. But no real issues other than those, and um, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. And if there's anything else I can think of, maybe I'll do a second video. But for now, I think that's just about it. And I'm probably way over my time. I have no idea how long I've been jibber jabbering. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I love you, and I'll see you either next week or in a couple weeks. Alrighty, bye.